Hey, hey, hey. Hello, friends. Welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are fine. It is a very late live tonight, but I didn't do a live on Friday. Did I do a live on Friday? I don't know if I did a live on Friday. Let me check. I don't think I did a live on Friday. I don't think so. But I didn't do a live on Sunday. And I'm like, okay, I need to go live now. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm coming with a live for you guys. Yes, I can do a live on Sunday. So let's replace Sunday live. And I didn't do a live today at my usual time because I was very busy today. So today we're going to talk about um, I failed to achieve many dreams, but I keep pushing forward and to never give up. And I feel that this is going to be a good talk tonight because many people have dreams, they have goals, and sometimes they fail and they feel like, oh, I'm just going to give up. I am just giving up. I can't do this anymore. And many people do this in many different aspects in their life, whether it be in their job, whether it be in finances, whether it be in relationship, whatever it is. People are or like dreams that they set out for themselves or goals and stuff like that. They're like, I just can't do this. This is not working. So let's just talk about that because when I come on here, I like to talk about videos that are relatable, right? We need to relate to one another, like what's going on. So I like to bring relatable things that people are actually going through as human beings on this earth. So let's chat. So sometimes you may think that you are all alone and there's nobody out there who's going through the same thing like you. But let me tell you, my dear, there is many people out there who are going through the same thing like what you're going through. And so don't feel like you're all alone. Have heart. You're gonna make it and do not give up at all. What causes you to fail totally is when you give up and you just throw in the towel and you say, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm not going to get up. No, this is what you call failure. But if you get up and you try again, that's not failure. You are continuing on the journey. It may not be the same thing, but you are continuing on your journey. So in my existence, I've failed many times. I wanted to be a doctor. I'm not a doctor today. So I failed that one, right? But instead of focusing on the failure of not becoming a doctor, I focused on something else. I became an herbalist, right? And so I learned all about herb. Um, I learned about homeopathy. I learned about how to make herbal medicines. I learned all about that. I'm satisfied. Even if I'm not in the medical field as a medical doctor, I still know how to take care of people through herbalism. So even if I didn't achieve that goal, but I'm still in a similar goal. So like if something fail that you really really wanted to do, like do something similar that is in that field, and you will still be in the field that you wanna be doing, right? But don't give up. Can you imagine if I'd like, okay, then I wasn't, I'm not a doctor, so I'm just gonna forget everything else. No, that's like giving up. But I didn't give up. I just continue on and I just continue on. And today I know so much things about herbalism. Enough to take care of myself and my family. I know how so much medicinal plants and herbs that can be used in a holistic manner to help people heal from different ailments, from minor ailments and sickness. I know like lots of things like that. So, yeah, so it's very good. And next thing that I wanted to do was travel around the world before I was like 30 years old. But I didn't get to travel around the world by the time I was 30 years old. But I traveled 6 countries, right? And somebody may say, oh, well, that's a failure. But to me, it's not a failure. I've traveled in 6 countries. Like some people that never even been, that have not even left their home country. And sometimes we put high expectations for ourselves, and we're just not able to fulfill those expectations. But we should be happy in our achievements. The things that we have achieved in our life, we should always like give thanks and be grateful for all the things that we have instead of like moaning and groaning. Because like I traveled 6 countries, 6 countries. I had an adventure. I saw places, I saw people, I see things I've never seen before in 6 countries, right? Is better than not traveling at all. But would I travel other places? Yes, I would. But I wouldn't be sitting on mopping and like be like, oh, well, I didn't travel all those countries. Hi, hello, Hassan. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining the live. Never been to Pakistan, but I would like to go there one day for sure. I would like to travel to Pakistan. One of my very good friend is from Pakistan, and she always tells me stuff about Pakistan. you know, I like to travel to India, Bangladesh, all those places. I would definitely like to travel in that area. You understand? I would definitely like to go in those areas and see what it's like, because I like to travel. I like to see new places and I like to eat food. I like food. I like to um, try new dishes and try new things. And I also like new experiences. And I like to hear, like, people's stories. I like people's stories. So, yes, that's on my bucket list. So, the next thing is, like I said, I traveled many countries, like 6 countries, and it was fun. I got to see people, I got to see make friends, I get to see make experiences, I get to eat different foods. Yeah, so even if I failed in not traveling the world by my in my 30s, before I got to 30, but now I travel 6 countries. So yippee doo, and I can travel many, many more countries once I have life and health and strength. So let us be grateful and gracious for the things that we have. Let us appreciate what we have and look at the happy moments that we spend doing the things that we enjoy, or what we have accomplished in our life, and stop like saying, oh, I failed, oh, I'm a failure, oh, I didn't do this. Where are you from? I am from the Caribbean. I was born in the Caribbean. Yes. You have what app? I don't know. I'm just a YouTube app. That's it. I'm not using that live app to stream. No, I'm not using that. So people always want a specific thing, and they think because they don't get the specific thing, it's the end of the world. But sometimes that specific thing that you're looking for is not for you at the moment. You have to wait a little bit longer. Or sometimes it's never for you. Sometimes the thing that you really, really want, it's it's not like something for you. But the thing that you don't want is the thing for you. So it's good to always open your eyes and see what is in front of you. And when you see the things that is in front of you, it's good to think. So it's always good to like think first, and then after you think, then you make like a good decision based on what you think. So yeah, that's basically that. The next thing is, I think, like when it comes to like I failed many times, is like always wanted to like ride a bike or like a bicycle, and I couldn't ride a bicycle, and I tried and tried and tried to ride a bicycle, right? And I couldn't. And finally I learned to ride a bicycle. So so um so yeah, I learned to ride a bicycle, and I was so happy to be riding the bicycle. Now I have to learn to ride a bike. Okay. Now I have to learn to ride a bike. So yeah, that's basically that. And the next thing is like you feel like sometimes you fail sometimes, but like you shouldn't like allow yourself to feel that you are a failure. You should always like encourage yourself and like always think good thoughts for yourself instead of thinking like negative thoughts for yourself. Instead, you should be saying like good affirmations for yourself. And how should you say? It's like having faith in yourself that you will be able to do those things that you achieve, you know? So that's basically it. When you get up in the morning, give yourself good affirmations. Say, you know, I'm lovely, I'm beautiful, I'm happy, I'm able, you know, all those good things instead of thinking like, oh, I'm a failure. But the important thing is to get up when you fail and try again. Get up and try again. So, like I said, I fell down so many times when I was trying to ride this bicycle. I felt so that like I was like in my 20s and I couldn't ride a bicycle. Can you imagine? And yeah, and I bruised my knee, I bruised my foot, but I got up and I tried, and eventually I was riding that bicycle, you know. So the next goal that I have is to ride a bike, right? So I didn't try riding a bike yet, so that's one of my goals. and and I'll see how that goes. Riding a bike, I want to ride a motorbike. It's so, I don't know. I like bikes and I want to learn to ride a bike. So this is one of my goals. And if I fail at, like if I didn't achieve it at the moment I want to do it, I'm still not gonna think I'm a failure. I'm gonna try again until I get to ride that bike. Like how I tried to ride that bicycle. I have scars on my knees from trying to ride a bicycle, but now I'm riding bicycle every single way. I'm carrying stuff on my bicycle. I'm doing stuff. Can you imagine if I had like given up on riding that bicycle? Today I won't be able to ride my bicycle. I want to go somewhere and just like I don't want to drive. If I don't want to drive, I just get on my bicycle and just go where I want to go. And I just put my camera on my back and my knapsack and like put a basket in the back and you tie the basket on. It's so convenient, you know, and you can just ride all over the place in your bicycle. It's like so convenient. But if I had given up, I would not be able to do that. So that's what I'm saying. Like even if in your like financial journey. Say if you want to save money, you may want to buy a camera, you may want to buy a home, you may want to invest in something that you had a dream for long ago, like buying some land. Maybe you want to get married, maybe some financial goal you want to achieve, and like you have to do it. Like start it. Even if you put $20 aside, $10, like $40, any amount of money that you have, you put it aside in a month, in a week, in a month, in 3 months, you're going to have money. You may not have all of it, but you're still going to have money that you didn't have if you didn't put the money aside. So the important thing is to sit there and think about stuff and don't actually take action. If you want to do something, like start. You understand? Shalom. All glory to the Most High. Shalom. So if you want to do something, like just start it. Just do it. Don't be there thinking too hard about it. A lot of us, we want to do things, but we procrastinate too much, and procrastination causes us to not do the things that we want to do. And sometimes because we procrastinate so much, we don't even come up with a good plan. We just start and then we fail. If you want to do something, make sure you think about it long and hard in a reasonable and logical fashion. And do not make too much high expectation for yourself. Like if you're going to save money and you have a small salary, like if you're working a minimum wage or something, you have a small salary and you want to save $200, well, that's not going to work. Start saving 20, $25, even $30. That's a doable thing and a realistic expectation. So every week or every 2 weeks you get your paycheck, you put $25 or $20 or $30 aside, right? That's realistic. If you want to be saving like $200-300, well, no, that's unrealistic, and you're going to be like, oh, I'm kind of short on my bill, or you're going to run into problems. So don't do that. Start small, do things small, steady like a snail, but you will get where you are going. Another reason um, people fail and they don't achieve their goal and they don't keep going is because they listen to other people. They listen to what people have to say. You tell somebody, "Oh, I'm moving. I'm going to another location because I don't like this area no more, or I want better for my family." Then people start telling you, oh, this place over there is not good. There's no jobs, this, that, the other. You're going to leave your family over here and go over there. You're going to do this. Then you listen to people. You listen to people. You had your plan. You said, okay, you had your thing done plan, and now listen to people. And then now you're all stuck and you didn't follow through with your plan. The worst thing to do is to listen to somebody who is not positive and they're not going to help you in your dreams and in your goals, or even give you one good advice or something like that. When you say you're going to do something and you talk to a family member or a friend and they're giving you all this kind of negative vibes, like, just ignore them. The worst thing you could do is listen to people when they're telling you nonsense. I am telling you right now. Like, there's so many things in my life that I wanted to do, and I said, "Oh, I want to do," and they said, no, nobody have ever done that before. You're not gonna succeed, blah blah blah. And I didn't listen to them, and look at me, I'm succeeding now. I'm very happy that I listened to them. So, and sometimes when you want to do something, sometimes it's not even good to tell certain people because they're just gonna kill your joy. So, like, don't even tell certain people when you want to do certain things. I heard somebody was saying, like, if you want to invest, or you want to do you have some money and you want to do some business, like, don't be talking to your family members, don't be talking to your close friends. Like, go find some financial guru, or go find somebody who you're not acquainted with, to go talk to, and let them give you like advice instead, because this person is like a total stranger, and they will give you unbiased information, right? They have no idea who you are, right? So they can't judge you based on what you're a total stranger coming to them for advice, or you're paying your money for advice, or you know yeah, that's basically it. Or you could ask a friend, listen, I want some personal advice in finances. Do you know anybody I can talk to? And your friend is going to tell the person to talk to. You don't even have to tell a friend why you want this financial advice, because sometimes you have friends and they are your friends they are your friends only when you're on the same level. But once you decide to step up another level, then you see the mannerism that comes out, and you see that they're not really your friends. So don't don't be disheartened, don't be discouraged, because this is what's going to make you fail to achieve many of your dreams, and that's what's going to make you not get up when you fail, because nothing is promised to you, like nothing is also set in stone also. So you may set up yourself to say, okay, I want to save $10,000 in a year. Every week I'm put away $300 or something like that. And then something happened, like your car break down, or your water heater break, or something like that happen, or your kid must have hurt themselves, you have to pay a hospital bill or something like that. Then you're like, oh my goodness, I was planning to save up this money to do this. Say for example, you want to buy some piece of land or something, and you were planning to save that money to buy land, and then all of a sudden that happened, and then you're so disappointed. You're like, oh my goodness, I saw that land and I just love that piece of land, and now I can't buy land anymore. And then you're just like, oh, you get all disappointed, and then you just like, just forget yourself. Maybe that piece of land was not for you. If you had bought that land, some neighbor was gonna come put a house on it, and before you know it, you'd be like, sorry, you buy that land. Or you see that house and you want to buy it, and you know the finances just didn't come on time, so you couldn't buy the house, and you're upset at yourself. You're like, okay, I'm giving up on that stuff. I'm just gonna sit in my apartment and don't bother with that stuff. You're just like giving up. So don't never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your goals. Keep pushing. If you fall down, get up. Get up and keep moving, because that's the only way you're going to achieve success. That's the only way you're going to make it, by moving. Like I told you guys about 3 or 4 videos back, if I didn't decide to like do my YouTube channel, if I didn't decide to continue the channel, I would not have been here today. You understand? I'll be like uh have 59 subscribers up till now. But every single day I come, even if I get 10 views, 20 views, I am still going, 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 going. I listened to many people who said like they had 10 views, 5 views, 2 views, but they keep posting videos and they keep posting things that people want to hear. And eventually the algorithm caught up, and now they are making hundreds and thousands of views. So do not give up. Like, don't give up on your dreams. Keep pushing, keep going forward, right? And if you look at successful people, or if you listen to talks on successful people, they tell you like, oh, I opened like 4, 5, 6 businesses before, and they all fail. And this is my 7th business, and now I'm a success at this business. So many people who you see out there and they are a success, like it's like a what they say, like one, like it's an exceptional, they call those people unicorns. They just start something like this and it just went flying and they've been a success. But they call those people like unicorns because it's like it's a luck and a chance for these people. But most people who are out there trying to do businesses, trying to make it in life, they have failed at many things. They have failed many times. Open a business is fail. They started something, it went bankruptcy, like all that kind of stuff. But they didn't give up. They continue, 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 and fifth, sixth, the seventh one work, right? And the thing about falling down, when you fall down, you learn, you reevaluate. You're like, oh, why did I fall down? Okay, my shoelace wasn't tied. So you fall down. You learn so many things in your falling down process. And now when you're ready to get up again, to try again, you know what your weaknesses are and your strengths are. So now you're ready to move to the next level, and you know this weakness would not happen again, or you know this strength, you can work on it and make it stronger and stronger. And that is the good thing about falling down and getting up. If you decide to save money and something happened, you say, okay, I didn't save money this time because I had this great disaster. But how can I prevent that from happening again? So you might say, you know what? I think I need an emergency fund. Let me save up an emergency fund and put that emergency fund away. So next time something happens, I can tap into my emergency fund and I don't have to be using that money that I set out to buy land or to buy a house or something like that, right? So when you fall down and you you get up again, you can see what caused you to fall. So most people think, oh, it's the end of the world when they fall down. But no, it's not. When you fall down, it's really a learning process. And if you really tap into that learning process, it will really propel you forward so, so very far. So as a person who have tried many things in my life, especially business, and I have failed at them, right? Um, but I've gotten up and I've seen my mistakes and I decide to fix it. I fix it, I fix it, I fix it, and I keep going, I keep going, I keep going. And now I can see the rewards from all the fixing that I've done in the past. So now it's paying off. Now, when you're trying to follow your dreams, when you're trying to reach goals, it's very important that you stay focused and you don't like look at other people and see what they're doing, because you may think, oh, that this person, they're so far ahead of me and I'm so far behind, and like I feel like if when am I gonna make it? But you see, sometimes we are so quick for things, we cause our own self to fail. It's not the quickness of getting stuff, it is like doing the thing in the time frame. You know, you're like, you have a mango on a tree, and if you pick the mango green, then it doesn't taste good. It's not mature. It's not sweet. You have to leave the mango on the tree so that it will mature, and then it's gonna get full and develop and mature, and then then it's gonna get ripe, and then you can pick the mango and you can actually enjoy that mango or you don't have to throw it away. And some of us, we just want to see that mango come on the tree and eat it, and it's not good for eating. And that's the same thing in your life. You have to take time to mature into certain things. It's like if you have a goal, you have a dream of getting married. Okay, you meet somebody, now you get married to the person. Oh, you want everything to be like fancy and everything to be like perfect. But it doesn't work like that. Like marriage is something that you have to learn. You have to grow into it. You have to be together for a period of times to experience certain things. You have to, in marriage, you get to know your spouse, and you get to know you as a person within that marriage also. You get to know different feelings that has never come up before when you were not married. You get to know different things, bad and good, about yourself in a marriage. So it's like a learning process. Like, oh, you see the fairy tales and you're like, oh, they live happily ever after, ride away on a horse or something like that. And he bought a fancy present, and he brought her in the castle and make a table for her, spread it all kind of stuff, and give her roses and all kind of stuff. My dear, well, no, things have to mature. Like, I go back to the analogy of the mango. The mango have to be on the tree. It has to take its time to ripe. And whatever you're going to do in life, whatever dreams or goals you have in your life, make sure that you allow that thing to mature. You want to be a financial guru? Well, you need to study things like uh, how you're gonna put your accounts, how you going to organize it, what are you gonna invest in, what 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 chances are you going to take with your money? You have $10,000. Are you going to invest the whole $10,000 in something and be silly? No, you're not going to do that. You might invest a $50 here. You might invest a $200 here. You might invest a $500 here. You might invest $1,000 here. Like this, in that process of learning how to be a financial guru, you're taking your time and you invest in it. When you invest the $50, you may lose it. Just, oh, okay, I lost that $50. I'm not going to invest in that company anymore because they're no good. That $1,000 may go to $5,000, and like, oh my goodness, this is a good investment over here. But you would not have learned that if you didn't take the time to go and research and find out about all these investment places and which one would do well and which one should not do well. Like, you can't just okay, I'm just going to invest. You just go invest your money in anything anyhow. There is a process, and you must go through the process when you are setting your goals, when you are want to follow a dream. You must go through the process. You can't just jump from 1 to 10. You have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's a big problem we have as individuals. We do not want to go to the process. We just want to get the end game. The end game, yeah, I just want to get the money, is the thing, start making money. I just want to get the money. But what's about the long nights when you have to sit there and work for 12-hour shift? What's about the time when you're going to come home late in the afternoon time? What's about the time when you're so tired you cannot open your eyes because you're exhausted from working? But all that is going to take you to your end goal. I remember when I was getting my degree, I worked in the day and I had to take the bus in the evening to go to school. I was bone tired. I am telling you, bone tired in the afternoon. Somehow, like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it for like. Sometimes I thinking like I used to go to class for 6:30. I like I don't, from 6:30 to 9:30, sometimes to 10, and I'm like, I hope I can make it until 9 o'clock because I was so exhausted. But I had to go through all the process. Sometimes it's like it's cold, it's snowing, snowstorm, like it's just like icy outside there, slippery, slushy, all that kind of weather, right? And that time I used to take the bus because it was just easier to take the bus instead of driving. I just one straight route to take the bus. But with the bus, you have to stand out there in the bus shed waiting and it's cold. If I had taken my car, it'd have been easier, but I still have to go clean the snow off my car, and I still have to like uh, it was just so much work for me to take the car. So I decided to take the bus. But again, the bus, it's a process. I have to go outside there 15 minutes before to wait for the bus. Sometimes the bus is full. I miss the bus because there's no space. I have to wait for a second bus. Sometimes I'm late, but now I've decided like, okay, I'm gonna go outside 30 minutes before. So in case I miss one bus, I will not be late. So it's a whole process. And I went through that process for 2 years to get my degree. It was hard, it was difficult, but now I have my degree. It's mine. And it's and it's nobody can take it away. But it was a hard process getting this degree, working 5 days a week, going to school, and having to do exam, having to study, all that good jazz. Plus, I have a husband and I have children. So it was a hard task, but now I am super happy and I made it because now I have my degree in my hand. And if I need to find a job, I can use that degree to find a job in my field. So don't give up. Don't feel that you are a failure. Keep pushing because you will make it. It's like you see the light at the tunnel. Keep walking to that light. Do not turn back and go backwards. Keep walking. Put one foot in front of the other and go towards that light until you get to the end of the tunnel and then you see daylight out there. And many things come into our lives that like prevent us, but you have to tell yourself from deep within, like you have to get this strength from deep within and will yourself. Like I remember when I was going to school at night, I'm like, oh my gosh, I am quitting. I am giving up because it's too cold. It's too cold outside. Sometimes my ears are so freezing. My hands are freezing. I'm standing in the bus stop, one bus pass, two bus pass. Like sometimes the bus is broken down and no bus, like for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. We are shivering in the bus station. And I'm like, oh my goodness, why did I put myself through this mess? And I'm cold and I'm sleepy. I get home and I just want to go to bed, but I still have to do assignment and I still have to do my work. And then I have to prepare my daycare center for the next day because I own the daycare at that time. I have to make sure like the daycare is prepared for the morning, all the food was ready, everything for in the morning, kids and whatever. Because at the end of the day, when I'm ready to go to school, like I don't have time to do all that stuff. The last child leaves and I'm getting ready to go to school, right? My husband and my children, just for them to eat their supper and get themselves ready for bed and stuff like that, close up the area where we use for daycare and stuff like that. And when I come back, I would make sure everything is okay to prepare for the next morning at 7 o'clock when the parents start coming in to bring their children, right? And not only I had to do that, but I had to look after my family, my children. Like I have to make sure during the day when I cook food, after when I was doing the lunch and stuff like that, I had to make sure that I cook my dinner so my family can have their dinner, not only for the children who was in the daycare center, but also for my family, you know? So it was a lot of hard work and it was not easy. It was sometimes, I feel like just crying because it was hard, right? So following dreams, gaining dreams, it's a difficult task. And anybody out there who's not willing to sacrifice, who's not willing to go the 1 mile further, is definitely not going to achieve what they want to achieve. So I am here to tell you that you would make it, but you have to work hard. You would make it, but you have to sacrifice. Every single day you get up, give the Most High praise and thanks, and give it your 100%. 100%. And if you fail that day, the day is over, and tomorrow you get up and you do it again, all over again, day in and day out, until you reach that goal, until that thing is in your hand. I am telling you, even when I was trying to get my daycare center, I had 3 daycare centers in my life, right? I had to go through all kind of paperwork, all kind of this, all kind of that. When I think like, okay, now I'm gonna get my daycare to start up. some next paperwork. Oh, you have to do the paperwork. Oh, you have to do this. You have to do that. Oh, when I think everything is finished, oh, you have to put some gates here. You have to do this. I was like, oh my goodness, like this thing will never end. And I thought like, okay, I'm gonna start this center and it's gonna be like maybe in a couple of weeks. But it didn't. That's not what happened. I was like, but you know what I did? Like I had a backup plan. I'm like, you know what? If this thing don't start right away, at least I had a backup plan. And my backup plan was like I had my savings, so that wasn't gonna bother me financially. But in the process, I was still planning, I was still learning, I was still saying, okay, this is a hurdle. How can I overcome it? And if that happens to me in the future, how would I overcome it? Because now this is a small hurdle. I may have a bigger hurdle in the future. How would I work with that? And so in my life I've learned so many things, how to take care of things, how to see what is going to happen ahead of time based on what is happening right now at the moment in the situation. And some people, they let like the things that is happening in the moment just kind of scare them off, but they don't know that the moment the thing is happening, it's a teaching moment. So whatever you're doing in your life, use those stumbling block as a teaching moment for yourself and say, what lessons have I learned from this thing? What lesson has that thing taught me? And how can I take this thing and how can I make it better by two? And that's what you have to say. How can you make it better by two? Aha. So this thing, I think I can do this, and I can get kaboom. You understand? How can I really, really achieve a lot of things from this action that is happening right now? This situation that is just driving me insane. How? So that's basically it. And as I said, like I want to learn to ride a bike, like a motorbike. And this is on my mind. And I'm going to ride this motorbike. I'm telling you, I'm going to ride this motorbike. It doesn't matter. I'm going to ride this motorbike. Like in my head, I'm thinking, okay, when am I going to get this motorbike? How am I going to get this motorbike? When am I going to start riding this motorbike? But this is in my head. And I am thinking realistically, how can I learn to ride a motorbike without having some expensive motorbike, without having to spend so much cash that that, that I don't have to buy a motorbike? Because motorbikes in Canada is expensive. They're not cheap, right? So I'm strategizing and see how can I get a motorbike? Should I travel and learn to ride a motorbike in another country? When I travel to my destination where I told you guys, if you've been watching my videos, would I should I get a used bike and start to ride my own bike, or should I get a bike from somebody and learn to ride bike? Because I'm going to ride my bike when I move. So things like that I'm thinking, and I'm setting realistic goals, not unrealistic things. Because for me to learn to ride bike here, I need to buy some expensive bike here, which I'm not going to buy. So this is a very unrealistic goal, right? So that's why I'm saying whatever plan you make sure it is realistic. To ride a bike here in Canada, it comes with different licensing and all kind of different things, which is going to take a long process. And if I travel, can I travel with my bike? Where am I going to put it? If I travel to another country. So all of that kind of stuff. When you're making goals, it is better to learn to ride a bike when I move to another country on the continent of Africa, and then I move there, then I get a bike and I learn to ride a bike, or I have somebody there who already have a bike teach me to ride a bike, then I buy myself a bike. Do you understand? So that is how you have to think logically when you go to do something. It's like you live in an apartment, you want to buy a house, right? And you're going and asking about HLC loans. You go into the bank asking all kind of question. You're way ahead of yourself. The first thing you should do is start to save your money, my friend. That's the first thing you should do. Sometimes we are thinking ahead of ourselves and we're thinking not logical at all. Because the first thing you should do is get your finances in order, then you should start saving money. After you save your money to a certain degree, a certain point, till you have $10,000, $15,000, you'll be like, okay, now I have disciplined myself. Now I've saved $10,000 or $15,000. Let me go start find out information on how I can do this. Should I do pay as should I do rent to own? Should I find out about the rent to own? Should I do a first time buyer down payment rent? Well, I'm talking about Canada. In Canada, you can do that. So you can buy a house by renting to own, or you can do the first time buyer down payment where you get some the government have a program where you can buy a house like that as a first time buyer. Are you gonna buy raw land and then you're gonna put a building on it, whatever? How and you're gonna do that business? So now is the time you have the money there, the $10,000 or $15,000 that you save. Then you're gonna start go asking banks questions, getting legal advice, this, the other. If you didn't discipline yourself to save the money, like hello, why are you gonna be asking people questions? You're not ready for that yet. Okay? So that's why I would go back to the story about when you set like me riding the bike, when you're setting yourself up to do something, make sure expectation is correct. It's proper. And it's not setting some realistic thing that you can do. And then you're gonna be a failure, sitting down crying and feeling so sorry for yourself when you didn't do the thing in the right way. But anyways, guys, keep pushing, keep going. Do not give up. Life is a struggle, but we sometimes make our life a struggle because we just don't plan things in our life properly, and we want too much things in our life which we cannot handle, and some of the things are not meant for us. And so we have to get up every day, live every day, one day at a time. And in that process of living, you will experience new things, and then through wisdom and understanding, you can make a decision to say, can I do this thing? Am I able to do that stuff? Do I have the capacity or the ability to do that stuff? But if you're consistently thinking long term, and the thing that is right in front of you to go long term, you're not taking care of that. Yeah, it's like somebody want a husband. Oh, they're sitting at home all day long and say, I'm praying to the Lord. Lord, send me a husband. Lord, send me a husband. Well, you're not going to get any husband, okay? Because you need to go out there and see people, talk to them. You in a group, in a church or whatever, there's men in there, talk to them, listen to what they're saying, if they're right in the head. You understand? If they're money smart, if they have the finances together, if they have a home to put you inside, if they're crazy people. Like you can't just sit at home and just pray, oh Lord, send me a husband. Lord, send me a husband. Oh Lord, send me a house. Oh Lord, send me a house. Oh Lord, give me some children. Where you gonna get the kids if you don't go find a husband, and a proper husband? You need to pray, but you need to take action. Everything in life has to be about action, because the Lord is not going to send his angel from above to send you the money. Neither is he going to send a man is going to drop from the sky into you where you're sitting down, right? So you got to take the steps to get where you're going. You want to get a house? Start saving your money. Find out about real estate and all that kind of stuff so you won't get trapped. Know what lawyers and this and that and certification you have to get and whatever, whatever. You want a husband? Well, start talking to some men out there. See what they're all about, like I just mentioned. Is this man a drunkard? Is he drinking? Is he a smoker? Is he a womanizer? Huh? How much does he want 10 kids? Is he gonna help you clean the house? Like, what kind of person is? Don't be sitting in your house and be praying all day long and asking for the Lord to send your husband, because this man not gonna come knock on your door. Make preparations for the husband. What's about you? What are you doing for yourself? Are you reading your scriptures? Are you putting your mind in the mindset of a godly woman? Are you stop being loud? Are you preparing yourself for this godly man? Like, are you like roaring all over the tongue? Everybody, every Jack, Tom knows what you're selling. Are you doing that, but you want a husband? I mean, come on, be real about it. You can't be doing all that kind of stuff. You have to prepare for the thing, prepare for it properly, and then the thing is gonna come to you. All right, all right, guys. I hope you get all these gems that I'm throwing here for you guys. Okay, so uh let's read some chats. There are a lot of good nuggets to think about. Yes. All glory to the Most High. Yes. Lots of nuggets to think about. Lots of nuggets. Bentley says, but did you come on your knee and then your hand? You're very funny indeed. Very funny person who's saying that. Yes, I did fall off my bicycle and I hurt my knees many times. But like I said, that's the way of yeah, you have to fall down to get up. Yes. Hassan. Hassan, you need some money for a phone? Well, I hope somebody will sponsor you and allow you to have a phone. That will be very, very nice. Somebody's spamming in my thing there. Okay, no problem. All right, you all. I said I was only gonna come on for 30 minutes. We're at 45 minutes. I'm always happy to see everyone in the comments. And I thank you all very much for coming on and joining the live. I appreciate you guys. Every time I come out here, you guys are in the live. And yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Stay positive, stay blessed, and remember to keep pushing forward to your dreams, keep pushing forward to your goals. And don't let anybody tell you that, or you cannot achieve this, or you cannot do this. You understand? Like, take your power into your own hands and just deliver and be true to yourself and just take baby steps. And like I said, you which way you're going once you take baby steps. And don't listen to naysayers. Like, don't let people discourage you. Don't let people tell you, oh, you're not worthy or you're not good enough. Deep inside of you, know that you're good enough, know that you're worthy, and just do it. Go out there and do it. Okay? I'm counting on you guys to do it. All right? So guys, take care. I'm gonna sign off and head off to bed. Blessings and peace to all of you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.